Yeah, you're touching a quite sensitive point. Some Muslims have concerns whether they are allowed to use hemoglobin despite the porcine origin or not. And in Germany, we have a Turkish community with, which accounts to roughly 10% of the total population. And we discussed it intensively with them, and they gave me their thoughts. I am not an expert in Muslim religion, and therefore I can just humbly repeat what I've been told by them. They said there are a couple of things that make this product available for Muslims as well. First thing is, it is a medical treatment. It is used to prevent a patient's limp or life without having any alternative. There aren't comparable products available based on, let's say, bovine hemoglobin. And as long as it's about saving a life and not just consuming it for pleasure or for any other reason, this seems to be rather acceptable. Secondly, we do not have a systemic absorption. Hemoglobin stays on top of the wound. It will not enter the body, it will not be somehow digested or something like that. Thirdly, hemoglobin is just one single molecule. It is not whole blood. Whole blood comprises of thousands of different molecules and substances and cells that make a pig, a human, and a tree, a tree. But very simple molecules like hemoglobin are universally used in nature. You'll find hemoglobin in cows, you'll find hemoglobin in a slightly modified variant in birds, you'll find it in sea worms. So it's not porcine specific, but a very specific molecule for oxygen transport used from many different species. Hemoglobin has something to do with the pork as much as ascorbic acid, vitamin C, has to do with the lemon tree. It is just one component out of millions of other components. And let me close with an analogy. In many hospitals that I visited in Kuwait, for example, and in the United Arab Emirates, I saw alcohol as hand disinfection on every surgical ward. As far as I know, Muslims are not allowed to consume alcohol, but alcohol for medical purposes, externally rubbed on the hands, is fully acceptable. And it's the same with hemoglobin. It is not allowed to consume pork meat, but a portion, the hemoglobin, topically applied for medical purposes, seems to be acceptable. This view was supported by the British Muslim Council, who we asked for advice on this question, and they confirmed that use, that is about, and this perspective, that if the intention is to save a limb or a life and no other alternative is available, then it's accepted in the Muslim religion to use these material. And luckily, to give you the last, let's say, perspective that exceeds my knowledge of these specific Muslim questions, a lot of Muslim countries use Granulox. It is, for example, fully registered in Kuwait, it is fully registered in Turkey, and it's fully registered in Indonesia. Overall, there are more than 400 million Muslim people who get access, and their governments approved this product for use, as they saw that clearly the positive benefit on health and life outweighs some concerns regarding the origin of this molecule.